going towards each other just a little bit near Minas Generalis and just south of Hacienda.
It's going to be a pretty peaceful game so far, John. I don't think we've had too many. I think most people have got that anger, that never mind.
That's far from peaceful. Very nice, very nice. Able to get the reload in, and now's the time to regroup with your team, right? You've got that pick. You need to fall back because you know that Nova XQF are going to be on the warpath.
Yep. I mean, they need to be on a warpath, John. If they want to make it to Super Weekend, the devs touched on it, and they were saying that, look, if Nova XQF don't start stepping up now, then there's going to be a big problem. Obviously, they've made some changes here, bringing King in instead of Cool Boy, and it's not worked out. They are towards the bottom of the leaderboards right now, I believe in 20th place coming into this game, now just losing a play in the 6th game of the day. It's not good at all.
There's a little bit of retribution for you. Cray goes low, goes down. Jimmy sprays it. Iron sights on the AKM, going to serve him nicely there. And it's now 3 versus 3 here towards the Minas Generalis fight. No, Na'Vi, who we talked about earlier, dropping in El Pozo, they leave, not early, but they do leave at 5.5 minutes to move out east towards Power Grid. They've moved straight through Archer's split as well, so they managed to leapfrog that position and move a lot more central.
RRQ, on the other hand, like an armadillo, have kind of rolled their way over to the western side outside.
Armadillos do go west.
They do go west. They do cover themselves in sand too and try and hide it out, just like RRQ currently doing right now, which is fine. They saw a lot of teams roll up around them. They don't want to, forfeit losing players early on when they know they do best when they have 3 to 4 players in that late game where they can kind of finish things out, which is what you want to see from RRQ. And now they can start to come back into the circle. Now they know it's safe, unfurl from that armadillo-like form and start to crawl their way in.
Unfurl. Maybe armadillos don't turn into beautiful butterflies, but they'll try their best.
Oh, they do roll up into little balls though. Tactical armadillo balls.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Great. I love that. Yeah. Very nice. Currently pinned down in the warehouse by Jimmy and King. Can't get over that.
Shh, it didn't happen. Okay. I was trying to explain.
Oh dear, try explaining to King why he's just been rattled down when Jimmy was holding the angle. It'll be fine, they'll get the knock and they'll get the flush as well, but that's unfortunate for King. Takes a little bit of damage to the armor. The rest of the Elite United team, 2 players remain, 47 and very good. They'll try and get what they can. They're still on the northern side though, refusing to leave the area.
I mean, in this situation, if Nova can actually take this position just outside the graveyard, they have a fairly central spot. Stop laughing.
Not laughing. Promise.
It's being rude. Disgust me.
Hey, you said it.
No. Graveyard, it's a great position for Nova XQF. They can clear out the final member from E-Elite. Final 2 members from Elite's United team. And they won't have too many teams around them either. RRQ currently just kind of skirting around on this western edge, right on the actual cusp of the circle at the moment.
Power 888 dropped in Picado, and it looks like they are going to continue to have that sort of spread. They've got the hills to the north of the settlement at the moment, but they might want to think about homogenizing, coming back together, regrouping over on the northern side of Picado in the middle. So
they don't actually drop in Picado, they drop towards Power Grid, which gives them a really nice sight line down towards Picado area. And then they can move down from there. And I mean, it's just those sight lines which are really important, which Bigatron need to be aware of. If they move down here too early, Bigatron might take a fight with them. But because they have that high ground in the first place, they have a lot of information.
Yeah, it's a big split. That's what the sort of area they cover of the map. Just making sure that they have all those sight lines, as you say. And now Na'Vi have moved into the northern edge of Power Grid by the looks of things, and they are looking to take control there towards the center. Next circle going to pop relatively soon.
That it will. We'll see where it goes and what kind of impact it will have on the remainder of the game. Footballist, very central. These guys are feeling super confident right now, John, and why wouldn't you? They're just coming off the back of a win. It was a really damn good win too. And a lot of times these teams, with confidence comes actual increased ability. Just because sometimes there's a peak that you might not take because you don't feel like, I have the actual ability to do it. But once you have that confidence board, you're like, actually, I'm going to go for this. I know that I'm on fire today. I know that I'm on a hot streak. So it goes very, very central. Again, so it's really not going to impact the game too much. What it will do is give Footballist, again, a really lovely position. Team Secret, it's a little bit stressful for them because they were hoping that using this northeastern side of the circle, they would have been able to rotate in fairly easily, but they immediately make a move down into the circle from the north side. Rex still up towards water treatment, still looting up, but I'm sure he will regroup very shortly.
And whilst Nova SQF circle, oh, hang on a minute, King, he just rolls up on these elite United players and just gets rattled down. That's pretty unfortunate there, again, falling to an unfortunate roll up. But I was very impressed by looking at the map just now, how Power Triple A actually did regroup. As soon as the circle popped, they pulled back together and they regrouped because they know that everyone's going to crunch a little bit more central. They need to get back together and make sure that they aren't going to be caught in those 1v1v1s and that sort of bad spot that they have been caught in before.
True. I mean, Power Grid is a really fantastic position as well, and a lot of times it's left quite early because it's uncertain whether it's going to be in the circle or not, and coming down from there is an absolute nightmare. But here on this circle, where it's looking more and more likely that they can actually use those hills, that mountainside to advantage, it's looking good. But back to Nova SQF, Jimmy finishes out very good. Now just 47 remaining. Paraboy leaping up on him.
Oh, he swings around the corner and there's no chance for 47. Takes him down straight away. Over SQF.